Bro, what is camera ain't on? What's up with this camera, bro? Why the camera not on? Bro, is this shit tweaking or what? Hold on, I can't see nothing. This shit tweaking. Let me restart this. Bro, is this camera on or what? This should say no. Uh, let me see. Let me see. This thing tweaking. There we go. All right, there it is. There it is. The camera was tweaking for a second. But man, y'all know what the story of the day is. Y'all see what's going on. Talk to me, people. Viral way or no way. Viral gang. What's cracking, cuz? What's the deal? John Doe, what's happening? Man, the Hoovers done got hit with this Rico, this sex trafficking indictment. I see the rapper P4, he got caught up in it. And I'm seeing the internet alluding to Smacc from back on Fig being the reason. Bro, it's so much stupidity going on with this internet. It's crazy. You say what shades is these? These the Ferragamo joints. These the blue tint Ferragamo joints. Bro, the internet gonna say some of the dumbest shit ever, bro. It's the worst thing ever happened was merging the internet and the streets. For somebody to allude to Smacc talking to Karen Bass and asking her to clean up the streets and to do something about all the prostitution on Fig, so kids that's going to school, families going to church, and people who frequent the area can frequent the area with the area being clean and it being no crime being committed around. For people to say he was telling for that, I don't even, what can you say? What can you say, bro? You got to have the IQ of a peanut to even equate him saying that with telling. First of all, let's go back to what gang banging was supposed to be for anyways. Let's talk about cripping, right? Community revolution in progress. Part of your duty as a crip is supposed to keep your community safe, keep your community straight, right? Police your community. So if Smacc got access to the mayor and is asking her, hey, can you help clean up my community? For niggas to be mad at that, niggas are retarded, bro. You can't even argue with people like that. They straight retarded. They don't have a brain. Mind you, if a grown woman want to sell her body and give her money to a man, I don't see nothing wrong with that. If a woman chooses to engage in prostitution willingly and want to give you all her money, I don't see no problem with that. It's your body, it's your choice. Do whatever you want to do with it. How the fuck can they tell you you can't make money off of your body? To me, that was always crazy in the first place. But when we start talking about minors, that's out. That's out. Zero tolerance for anything to do with a minor. That's where the line got to get drawn. That's where it's no passes, bro. Because what I was reading in the paperwork from the article I read, they was talking about throwing minors in the car, forcing them to do this, basically guerrilla pimping minors, right? Now, me knowing how the law works, they want to paint the picture of making you look as bad as possible to the public and to the jurors and to the courts to get you locked up. So I don't believe every single thing I see in the article for face value, because I done caught a case before and I done sat in the courtroom and had the DA paint me to be Charles Manson. Like, what the fuck? They put extras on it. So I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. All I'm saying is, as a member, you going to jail for Anything to do with a minor is out. And it's ugly for you when you get behind that wall. Niggas don't want to hear nothing, bro. And P4k is ugly for bro. It's ugly. He in that county. Anything to do with pimping, bro, you gonna have them you gonna have them predator charges on you. You gonna have them sex offender charges on you. So if you was really pimping minors, oh, you going straight PC. It's over with, bro. You're not hitting no main line. Your career is over. But to keep it real, the politics on the streets, it'll be funny, bro. Some niggas try to brush it under the rug. It's niggas in hoods right now, bro, that got charges that got to do with minors that niggas overlook because of the stipulation of the case. Some of that shit do be a wobbler. Some niggas, like let's say you in high school, you 18, your girlfriend is a junior, she's 17. Let's say your parents walk in and you fucking her, but this was your girlfriend when you were 17 and she was 16. You just so happened to turn 18 in high school because of your birthday and the month that it landed on. And her parents find out that she fucking. A lot of girls will start to say, oh, he forced me out of fear of not getting in trouble. Now you got a case. That's where the politics get funny. Like, damn, cuz really didn't do nothing wrong. He really got railroaded. She really lied on bro. So niggas are low-key give that a pass. But pimping on minors, no passes. No passes, zero tolerance. And that's ugly. Straight up. For sure, that's different. I just was giving a scenario on how in the hood or in the set, some people do got funny charges to do with minors, but they didn't do no weird shit with no minor. It's technically was some normal shit that happens every day. They just got fucked over in a bad situation. But pimping, gorilla pimping minors, oh yeah, they can't hit no main line. They hit any main line, it's a wrap, bro. They getting But the reason I went live, because I started seeing narratives of people saying Smacc from back on Fig was telling, because that clip of him talking to Karen Bass and asking her to clean up Fig with the prostitution went viral. It's going viral now, right? Ironically, as soon as the Rico come in. And ironically, the Rico come in after we've been seeing a lot of hoovers going viral on No Jumper. Not saying they had anything to do with it, but they've been on the internet. So, you know what I'm saying? You said speak on Steven. Shit, I was speaking on that shit yesterday, bro. I definitely was speaking on that yesterday. They was talking about that again on No Jumper today. Yeah, Smacc told the mayor, but that's not telling, bro. No. I don't think it's telling, bro. I don't. It's a wobbler though, because you a member. You a member, and you know it's members out there that is pimping. It's people out there pimping regardless. So it is a wobbler as a member to ask her to clean up the pimping, knowing that his members out there pimping. Now, if he would have said, you know, we need to clean up the pimping with the minors, nobody could be mad at that. You can't get mad at that, bro. If you get mad at that, you're a fucking idiot. If you are protecting predators, it's fuck you straight up. It ain't no way we finna be mad about anybody who was pimping on minors and got cracked. We're not finna be mad about that. We're not finna protect that. I don't care where you from. You could be from anywhere in the world, bro. It's zero tolerance for that. Straight up. So if you mad about that and you protecting that, you a fucking goofy. Now, if you say we need to clean up Fig and they go out there and crack some members or they crack anybody that was pimping a full-blown adults, then it's like, oh, that's a wobbler, cuz that's ugly. Because, yeah, pimping is a crime. They call it human trafficking and all that goofy shit. But let's be real. Prostitution is the oldest business in the world, bro. Women been selling vagina as long as they done had one. Since the beginning of time. When all else fails, Pussy always sells. And there's no reason it should be a crime as long as it's two consensual adults. Oh, he said, what's up with the minors on Fig? Oh, yeah, then there's no way to get mad about that, bro. We're not calling that telling. We're not calling that telling. See, I got to watch the clip again. If he said, what's up with the minors on Fig, I don't give a fuck what nobody in this world say. We're not calling that telling. I'm not calling that telling, period. It's protect kids at all costs, straight up. Protect kids at all costs, period, point blank. No way in the world we finna call that telling. Exactly, bro. If it was white girls at a bunny ranch, then the pimping is legal. High class escorts, now it's legal. But if you a nigga getting it out the mud on the corner, it's illegal. Nah, we got to do something about that. We definitely got to change that. Yeah, bro. If he said, well, what's up with the minors on the blade? Can we clean that up? Shout out to Smacc for being community revolution in progress in real time. That's what cripping is. Protect your community. Protect the kids in your community. Protect the babies. Protect the youth that don't know how to protect themselves. And anybody that got a problem with that is fuck you. You a motherfucking predator. And we need to get your ass off the street. We need to put your ass in front of the firing squad. Because if you're willing to let some kids get trafficked and pimped on and all of that, you a despicable human. I don't give a fuck if you a member or not. It's like niggas forget being a member, you were supposed to have integrity. You were supposed to be protecting your community. Being a member don't give you an excuse to just do anything and everything. You say Smacc need a DP for what? What do you need a DP for? If Smacc say we need to get the kids off the blade, how the fuck you need a DP for that, bro? That's weird to even say some shit like that. We need to get minors off the blade. Not prostitutes, period. I don't give a fuck if no grown hoes is out there selling pussy. I don't care, bro. If they want to pay pimps, I don't give a fuck. I don't think that's a crime. But when a minor is being pimped by an adult, that's a problem. That's a problem. Now, it is minors out there, teenagers being pimped by other teenagers. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother topic that we ain't talking about right now. I'm strictly speaking on full-blown adults in their 20s and their 30s and their 40s with 14-year-olds out on the blade selling pussy. That's out, bro. It's like niggas get being a member and being street confused and thinking that anything illegal is okay. Because being in the streets, you technically an outlaw, right? You a gangster. You on the other side of the law. So niggas start to blur the lines with anything illegal is hands-on, is good, is green. No, pimping minors is not green. That's not cool. Period, point blank. Straight the fuck up. And yeah, if you pimping bitches in front of a fucking kid's school, yes, that's a problem, nigga. That's a problem. If you have your hoes in front of a school, that's a problem. You should have enough respect for the kids going to school to send your hoes down the block. Send your bitches down the block away from the kids, nigga. I don't want my kids walking to school and seeing bitches out there with bikinis on selling pussy. No, bro, that shit ain't smooth. It's a lot of other problems that come with pimping. It's a lot of shit that go down on the blade. That shit shouldn't be nowhere near a school zone. That shit's not savvy. It's not cool. I don't give a fuck if you a gangster or not. Niggas supposed to have integrity. Niggas supposed to have morals, principles. Y'all forgot the rules? No women and no kids? I don't give a fuck if this new generation walk around with no morals and they don't care if you with your kids and all of that. That's not gangster, bro. That's not gangster. Period, point blank. Cleaning up your community is gangster. Straight up. Cleaning up your neighborhood is gangster. Straight up. That's gangster. It don't get no more gangster than that, bro. It's like niggas gotta fucking expand their mindset. We gotta get involved in politics because that's what run the shit. Money and politics is what run the shit. If we're not involved in politics, then that means we're not involved in writing policies that help us or hurt us. We're not involved in getting laws passed that help us. So that means the laws that's getting passed that hurt us, we got no say so because we not involved at all. That's stupid. That's dumb. That means we don't have any chess pieces on the chessboard. We're pawns. We're actually the pawns on the board. No, we need some rooks on the board. We need some queens on the board. We need some bishops. We need some knights. Nigga, we got to get in the fucking game. I looked at Smacc doing that as he's trying to get in the game. He has direct contact with the mayor. How many of us can sit down in front of the mayor, put her on the spot in front of the whole internet, and say, hey, our community is fucked up. What are you doing to help it? It don't get no more gangster than that, bro. Straight up. And I don't think pimping is a problem. I think pimping minors is a problem. Because every race in the world pimps. You can find Armenian pimps. You can find Mexican pimps, Asian pimps, white pimps. You can find pimps from every race. You know what they do? They put them in brothels. They put them in brothels. And then now it's legal. They just give it a different name. They put the white collar shit on it. Man, they in there selling pussy, bro. However, which way you want to cut it. They're just not standing on the corner. They got nice, fancy websites where you can get on the laptop and you can browse through the menu. Oh, what girl's working today? Oh, you can swipe and book appointments and come get a massage. Like, come on, cuz it's high class pimping. It's just when niggas get it out the mud, now it's demonized. Now it's a problem because niggas is getting it from the bottom up and they can't afford to put the females on Fig in a brothel and put them on you know what I'm saying? No, pimping's not a problem, bro. Pimping is not a problem. Guerrilla pimping may be a problem. The violence involved may be a problem, but pimping itself is not a problem. If a female wants to sell her pussy for money, that's her right. And if she wants a male to lead her and direct her and take control over her funds, how is that wrong? If she's a full-blown adult, I don't see anything wrong with that. There's always been prostitutes since the biblical days, nigga. They talk about prostitutes in the Bible, nigga. Women is always gonna sell sex because men always need sex, and every man can't just go out here willingly in the free world and just get sex. I think they need to start selling prostitutes in prison. That'll make the violence rate drop. Imagine you go to the store or you want to order your monthly package, and every quarter you could order a whole bitch to come in there and get your rocks off. You know how much the prison violence rate would drop, nigga? Most of the violence in prison is strictly because niggas in that bitch horny and can't fuck nothing. So all that testosterone is just built up and niggas walking around angry because they don't got no outlet. And they tired of fucking socks. They tired of fucking fifis. They tired of jacking off. So they walking around mad at the world. No, I got morals. You just can't think outside the box because you can't. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the link in the chat and I want you to come up and tell me what's wrong and tell me how that's wrong. I definitely want to hear your explanation on how it's wrong. Now, pimping minors is wrong, bro. Anything to do with a minor is wrong. Straight up. Yeah, on game, niggas ain't trying to fuck no fifis. Niggas is not trying to fuck no fifis. But everybody, bro, the government sells pussy. Straight up. Nah, ain't no pause. That shit real, nigga. You go to jail, bro, you either jacking off or you fucking a fifi, gang. Ain't no pause to it. That's just what's going on. That's the reality of it. That's literally what's going on. Yeah, there go the link for anybody who want to jump up and join the convo. My nigga said pause. Bro, exactly, the Catholic Church. We not even, we can get into that. How them priests be in there doing what they do, get caught, and then they just move them to another church. Oh yeah, the COs is selling pussy for sure. Some of them not even selling pussy. Some of them just getting capped. They just getting gamed up and fucked. We done seen numerous COs go viral coming out of inmate cells. We done seen some get pregnant and all type of shit. Exactly. Most women selling their pussy directly or indirectly anyways, right? It's an exchange. When you go out on a date, you want a man to take you out, spend his money on you. Some women, they got a date minimum. Oh, I'm not doing nothing. I got a 3-date minimum. I got a 10-date minimum, right? So they got a price on the pussy already. Female will tell you from the jump. You got to take me here. We got to go here. You got to do this. It's pimping, bro. What you think the porn industry is? The porn industry is legal pimping. The porn industry is legal pimping. You get women to sign up. You get men to sign up. They fuck on camera for money. You pay them a little fee, and then you make all the money on the back end from the footage. That's pimping. That is pimping. Hey, B Queen, tell me how that's stupid and ignorant. There goes the link. Click the link and come up. Tell the audience how that's stupid and how that's ignorant. If I'm a full-blown adult, I'm a grown-ass man. If I decide, you know what? I want to be a gigolo. It's a lot of sex-deprived women out here for whatever reason. And maybe they want to order a gigolo. I'm wrong for taking the order? Come on, cuz. Stop it. Stop it. It's only wrong when niggas do it. When they do it, then it's white collar. It's legal. It's cool. Like, stop playing. Yo, Puerto Rican girl told you to buy the Henny, she on the way. Yeah, so anybody saying Smacc told is a goofy. Anybody saying Smacc told is a goofy. Street niggas are supposed to protect their community, not terrorize it. Let's get that understood. The game is all fucked up right now. But the original goal was to protect the community. Why? Because our community is always under attack. So as a street nigga, you should be protecting your community. You should be cleaning the streets up. Hey, B Queen, you keep saying I'm lying and you're not telling me what I'm lying about. Is porn not pimping? Porn is pimping, right? What's pimping? You sell your body for sex and you give the money to somebody else. That's what porn stars do. And you get a little in return. So where's the lie? You don't got a problem with the porn industry, but you got a problem with grown women and grown men outside on, like, come on, stop it. Outside on the blade? Stop it. Stop it. You go to other countries, that shit legal, bro. Like nothing. Go to Brazil. It's like, it's nothing. It's a part of the culture. They all know it. Go to Colombia. It's a part of the culture. They all know it. Only here we go so crazy. Oh my God. Hey, she's scared to cam up. Porn is pimping, bro. You crazy as hell if you think it's not. You crazy as hell if you think it's not. Porn is pimping. And to the highest degree. What are you talking about? That is the highest level of pimping, is having a porn production company. That's the highest level of pimping, bro. Straight up. Yes, you do in a sense sell your body and sleep with men for dates. Because I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You may not do it directly, but any man that's taking you on a date wants to sleep with you. And the reason he's taking you on a date is for the opportunity to sleep with you. Now, whether he catches feelings along the way, that's neither here nor there. But when a man first sees you in the streets and asks for your phone number, he's doing it because he wants to sleep with you. Hey, George Allen, you're an idiot. Mexicans definitely pimp women like every other race and every other culture. Shut the fuck up, bro. What are you talking about? Go to Mexico. Who the fuck you think they reporting to? You's a goofy. Porn might actually be worse. Porn might act, yes, B Queen, even you. You think you're not, but I'm telling you as a man, the mindset of a man. He's taking you on a date because he wants to have sexual intercourse with you. Now, whether he wants to take you serious or not, all depends on his intentions, and it depends on what you display while on that date. Hey, Mark Mittens, I'm glad you said it. The cartels be over all them hoes. All them hoes report back to them. Straight up. And the police be in on it. Do I think Brandon will be back on No Jumper? Yes. Of course. Of course I think he'll be back. I think all this shit is one big play. I think it's one big play, bro. I think it's a big play. Nah, she's not gonna cam up. She's gonna keep popping it. What's going on? Hey, look, I don't talk streets on the internet, bro. Hey, George Allen, I don't talk street business on the internet. If you want to know what's going on in the streets, you got to jump off the porch and you got to go out there in the streets. You said Brandon is leveraging his worth. I mean, that's a way to look at it. That's a way to look at it. I feel like if he was leveraging his worth, he would have never did the boxing thing because I wouldn't have did it for free. I see people getting paid to do the boxing shit, what the fuck I look like doing it for free? And I am the product. You being a influencer or a podcaster, that you're the brand. You're the walking, talking brand. So it ain't no way that you should be doing that shit for free, in my opinion. Hey, B Queen, you keep saying I'm stupid, but then you're not getting on the cam to tell me how. You know why? Because you know you're going to sound stupid. Hey, GQ, that's all I'm saying. Anything to do with minors, and then you saying is snitching, you're a dumbass. And you are a pedophile. You're a PDF file as well. And we need to get you the fuck up out of here too. Now, Brandon, you said Brandon got Long Beach looking crazy. Hey, that's why we here, to make Long Beach look good. So no matter who making Long Beach look crazy, you can always come to the viral way, and we making Long Beach look good. That's all I know. Straight up. If you was at No Jumper, you would have packed Hellcat out. Man, you crazy as hell, bro. You would have touched Hellcat when I was there, I would have slapped the shit out you. Straight up. And that's a fact. You wouldn't have packed out nothing. You wouldn't have acted aggressive. You wouldn't have done nothing, bro. You would have done zero if you was there. So stop popping it. You won't even get on the camera. Knock it off. Talking about what you would have did. You wouldn't have did a motherfucking thing. You talk to ignorant people with no standards. Well, that's shit. I'm sorry for you for doing that. I'm sorry you got people in your life with no standards. That's crazy. I like talking to intelligent people who got standards, who got morals, who got principles. Yeah, niggas talking about he would have jumped a female. Boy, we would have beat shit down your leg up there. You would have been a viral moment for the rest of the year. Everybody was on Flacco for cooperating, but why the fuck are they even mad at that? What did Flacco cooperate on? We outnumber you in the No Jumper building. Don't act tough. Bro, I don't give a fuck where you. We outnumbered everywhere. We'll still beat shit down your leg, bro. I don't give a fuck what your numbers is. What is you talking about? You know, you don't even be at No Jumper. And if you do, introduce yourself the next time I'm up there. The next time I'm up there, if you there, say, hey, I'm Billy the Kid from the comments. And watch me smack fire out your mouth. Now that I said it, I got to do it. I can't say nothing I ain't going to do. Introduce yourself next time I'm up there, bro. If you be up there, go live too. Why you like, oh, that's Mr. Viral? Or go live and say, hey, I'm Billy the Kid. I'm the one who be talking crazy in the comments. And let's see how that go with the numbers and all that. I'm gonna leave that where it's at. Hey, on gang, we gonna make Long Beach look good. So I can't speak for everybody, but just know the city is in good hands with us. Facts. You just gotta know the city is in good hands with us. Straight up. I can't even fit this motherfucker no more because of the hair. I gotta go get the bigger one. But just know the city is in good hands with us. Straight up. Smacc is not a rap, bro. We're not about to spread that narrative. We're not about to let the dumb fucks in the culture spread that narrative. Smacc is not a rap, bro. Everybody who got cracked for pimping on minors, allegedly. And it was a Rico, which means they were already investigating that for a very long time. They was already investigating for a very long time. You didn't see Donald Trump came out and said one of the key locations he's trying to key in on with the prostitution shit is Fig. The fucking president recognized the shit. Y'all think Smacc talking to Karen fucking Bass is the reason they went over there? You're an idiot. You're an idiot, bro. I'm telling you, the Viral Way podcast is not co-signing the narrative that Smacc snitched. He didn't snitch. You're pimping on minors. If you get found guilty of that, I hope you hit the main line, and I hope they turn you into a pincushion. Straight up. Do I condone pimping? Yes. If you're an adult, I condone whatever agreement two consensual adults reach. If an adult woman wants to sell her body for an adult male and give him all her money, how the fuck can I be wrong, mad at that? How can I say anything about that, bro? That's her body. She's an adult with a fully developed brain. Why would I be mad at that? What I'm mad at is a full-blown adult taking advantage of a fucking minor. I'm not co-signing that at all. And I ain't got no sympathy for nobody from no hood, from anywhere that get in trouble for doing that shit. We need to put the motherfuckers on the wall, old school style, and firing squad. Don't even waste the taxpayer money. Get them out of here. If you got any charges to do with any minors, it's bad for you. Period. Hey, Billy the Kid, you so stupid. I didn't mention race. I said a full-blown woman. You so damn dumb. You're making it about my race. I didn't even say race. Stupid. I said full-blown woman. That's in any race. That's including your race. Because I love fucking your women anyway. Because I know you hate it. Yeah, P4k is one of the main ones. He from BPS. Yeah, he the rapper. It's ugly for Cub. It's definitely ugly for Cub. Only out of towners saying he's snitching. That's a known stroll. Yeah, man, these people get on the internet and say anything. People don't even know what snitching is. Niggas just say everything is snitching. Don't know what snitching is. Yes, the Olympics are coming. So anything that's going on, they cleaning up everything, bro. So if you got anything going on, you better be cautious and you better be trying to switch lanes into something legit because they coming for any and everybody and everything that's going on, bro. Straight up. If you got anything going on. Hey, villain on gang, bro. That's what he be mad about. You said what woman is going to sell her body and give the money to a man? You don't watch porn? Do you watch porn? Every porn star you see is doing that. Most of the successful cam girls, they got a male running their business. What the fuck are you talking about? Damn near every woman you see hoeing is doing that. What are you talking about? It ain't too many renegades. Those babies on the blade is bad business. Exactly. It's terrible business. Terrible business. 2028, the Olympics is finna be here, bro. You doing anything out on the streets that's gonna affect the tourist safety and the tourist money, you're going to jail, bro. They're getting you the fuck up out of here. Period, point blank. Huntington Beach just got the clearance to have drones, police drones, show up to any crime scene within minutes. So as soon as a crime is reported, before the police actually get there, they're going to fly a drone there. You think that's not a coincidence? Man, you're not finna be able to get away with nothing, bro. Y'all niggas is crazy. Hey, Yappa boy, niggas like you is the reason that the community will never prosper. As long as there's niggas like you around, that's what's hurting the community. Yes, he's in 4K talking to the mayor. Pimping minors ain't street shit. That's not street. That's not gangster. And you shouldn't be talking to your homies that's pimping minors. You should be putting a foot in their ass. Nothing about that is street, bro. Nothing about pimping a minor is street. Nothing. You said pimping is a slippery slope to sex crimes. Exactly. They're gonna make you register as a sex offender if you get caught for it. They're gonna call it human trafficking, but then you can go to a brothel house and fuck a high-class prostitute, a high-class escort. See, they don't call them prostitutes. They call them escorts because it sounds better. They don't call it a whole house. They call it a brothel. You going to be on No Jumper News tomorrow? Okay, cool. Tell Josh to call us and invite us tomorrow because they usually we come Fridays, but they didn't call us to come this Friday. And we don't got to wait for No Jumper News, bro. Where are you at right now this minute? I don't give a fuck if you like that or not. Matter of fact, here, I'm going to put the link. Show your face so I know who you are. So when I see you in public, I can recognize you. Because right now, you just talking behind a motherfucking computer screen with a cartoon icon pic. Yeah, prostitution is legal in Vegas. You can go to Vegas and fuck all the prostitutions you want. And Vegas and California is only 4 hours apart. You can drive there in 4 hours. You can fly there in 45 minutes. That's not a cop-out. I'm not going to No Jumper uninvited, bro. I just told you I'm in the city right now. Look, Billy the Kid, click this link. Turn your camera on. Let me see your face since you like that. Oh, okay. But yeah, if you think anything is wrong with a grown woman wanting to pay a grown man, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Listen, y'all got a problem with that, but y'all didn't have a problem with the government forcing you to inject yourself with some shit. That's how backwards your fucking mind is. No, you can text your opinion. I'm just giving you the option to jump up here and talk your shit on the camera if you truly believe what you're saying. He not gonna call in, bro. A plus. I'm glad you think that because I'm here to tell you, I'm here to podcast. I'm not here to get on a podcast and put hands on people. If you know me, you know. Have I put hands on people in my life? Of course. You can listen. I can put my girl on camera. She seen me fight more than probably the homies did. My girl will come and tell you I done put hands on people, but that's not nothing to brag about. I'm not coming to a podcast to put hands on people. You come to a podcast to have dialect, to have dialogue, to talk. This ain't a boxing match. If you want to box, you want to fight, go join the MMA, go box, go Muay Thai, go do something. They pay you to fight. Podcasts don't pay you to fight. So if you come into a podcast to fight, number one, you're trying to prove something to the internet. So you a dumbass anyway because you're seeking some type of validation to seem like you a tough guy. No, it's places for tough guys. It's places that's filled with tough guys that you can go prove you tough to, if that's your motive. But trying to prove you tough to a podcast, you're a clown. Now, that's not to say that I'm going to tolerate some disrespect and I wouldn't put my hands on somebody on a podcast if they cross certain lines and boundaries. But for the most part, I'm a grown man, bro. I know how to conduct myself. I know how to control my emotions. I'm not on a fucking podcast to prove I'm tough to the internet, bro. Like, who gives a fuck? What do you get? Unless you're a paid fighter, it don't pay you to be tough. If you're not getting paid for being tough, you acting tough on the internet is pointless. You look stupid as hell. I'm here to joke. I'm here to laugh. I'm here to drop game knowledge. I'm here to interact with the people, raise the consciousness, raise the vibrations, make people more intelligent by, hey, promoting, read more books. Do less doom scrolling and read more books. That's what I'm here for. Let these other weirdos who got to validate themselves on the internet come prove they tough to nerds who not even tough themselves. Straight up. I don't need validation from nobody because I validate myself. I'm secure with myself. I don't need validation. I know who the fuck I am in real life. I'm me already. That's my angle. My angle is to embetter the people, bro, and entertain at the same time. But I care more about us doing good as a collective than I do entertaining. San Ho on the tap in. Shout out to San Ho, man. I fuck with y'all. Far way or no way, straight up. I care more about y'all bettering yourself and becoming better so we can be better as a collective than I do entertaining. Facts. Dumb niggas will let the internet trick them out their spot. Nigga, if you really was in the streets for real, how can the internet trick you out your spot? Why do I wear glasses indoors at night? Go watch the movie They Live. It's a movie called They Live. Go watch that movie. It's going to teach you what these glasses represent. That's why I wear them. And the fact that you see this light is bright as hell. So it's nighttime outside, but in the studio, I got this big ass spotlight and it's bright as shit. And I had LASIK eye surgery, so bright lights, my eyes are sensitive to bright lights. On top of go watch the movie They Live, this means I can see the truth. These are the truth seers right here. Can I get you any raw? I can't get you nothing illegal at all, bro. Facts. That's a fact though. They Live. Is it on Netflix? I don't know if it's on Netflix, but it's one of my favorite movies. We promote it on the show all the time. Tell They Live. We need some type of endorsement for promoting that shit. But it's one of the best movies you can ever watch. It's starring Roddy Piper and the dad from ATL. I forget his name. But you see the glasses on the cover? You see what's in the glasses, right? Go watch that movie, gang. We're fighting the world to put the glasses on. So our content, go watch the fight scene on They Live. That's what this content is. We have to literally fight for the people to put the glasses on and see the truth. People is blinded by the lies. They blinded. They didn't want to take the red pill, right? They didn't want to escape the matrix. So what we got to do, hey, put these on. Put these motherfuckers on, man. Shout out to Roddy Piper, though. You say I super explain everything. You got to, cuz. You got to break shit down to the last molecule, bro. To the last. Oh, yeah, They Live is on YouTube. Yep. You said Bo is innocent? Nah, fuck Bo. He's a goofy. He ain't innocent. He's a clown. Mr. Viral, I just asked you, don't put hands on Bo Jackman. Let's keep it podcast. I never said I was going to put hands on Bo Jackman. Bro, I never said I was going to put hands on anybody. You start talking that tough Tony shit. All I said was, bro, I don't walk around looking for problems, but I don't run from them either, though. I don't look for problems, But if you looking for a problem, I'll help you solve it. That's my motto. That's my mindset. It was a time at life I used to look for problems. I don't look for problems anymore. Found the VHS in the den, you viral. You said, what am I reading from? Reading from what? Get the twins from NY, red and blue pill on. They cool with 19 keys. Okay, I'm going to tap in. Red and blue pill for sure. Yeah. Hell yeah. You said viral be too thorough, bro. Leaves no room for misinterpretation. On gang, bro, because they'll twist your fucking words up. If you so pro-black, why you go meet academics who created the war in Chirac and destroyed the black community? Number one, he didn't create a war in Chirac. The war in Chirac was already going on. That's number one. See, I'm about accountability. Them niggas in Chirac was already shooting each other the fuck up. They already was gang banging. Only thing he did was exploit it by finding out about it, making a channel and a podcast about it, and talked about it and introduced it to the world who wasn't in Chicago. Did he amplify it? Yes, he did. And I confronted him about it. So what the fuck are you talking about? You was in California City with Messiah? Oh, that's crazy. Shout out to you on the on Insane. I drove all the way to California City to visit that nigga, and they wouldn't let me visit him. Cause I booked a visit on the phone, but you had to do some weird shit with the form. They didn't let me in though. Long story short, they need to swap Sleepyhead away for you. Oh, Insane. You said they need to swap Ann Hefe with me. Hey, that's, you know what's crazy? They don't even trip. They get mad at me for talking up there. And they don't give a fuck if a nigga sleep up there. That's what's wild. It's like when they don't like you, they don't like you. When they hate you, they hate you. You lie. You say black invented the computer. Bro, I did not lie. No lie was told. No lie was told, bro. Just like I said, horchata came from Africa. That's who you can thank for the computer right there. Look him up. That's who you can thank for the computer right there. I don't know where you getting your information from. How do I feel about niggas sleeping through a whole podcast? I think it's crazy. If I invite you to host a Our Way podcast and you come to sleep, I'm waking your ass up immediately. And if you constantly do it, your ass ain't gonna be hosting no more. This ain't at diss to Ann Hefe either though. But I'm just telling you my honest opinion. Sleeping on a podcast is not professional at all. I don't care who is asleep. I don't care if Donald Trump came and he went to sleep. The point of a podcast is to talk, give your opinions, dialogue, interesting conversations, heated conversations, funny conversations. The point is to entertain the audience, to teach the audience, whatever. But the whole point is conversing. You can't do that in your fucking sleep. So sleeping through a podcast not only is unprofessional, it's crazy because I don't know how the fuck you can even fall asleep in a room podcasting. That shit is wild as fuck. Now, mind you, I done been tired on a pod before, bro. I done been tired a lot. Whenever you see me drinking the energy drinks and shit, that means I came tired already. I wake up at 4 a.m. I go to the gym 5 a.m. My son play football. Shit, my daughter doing what she doing. I still got to give time to my girl. I still got to give time for me. So I'm doing a whole lot of shit, bro. So I be tired. I be exhausted. But ain't no way in hell I can ever just fall asleep. Straight up. Hey, you can thank him for the internet too. That's who you can thank. The reason we on this internet, you can thank that man right there, bro. Straight the fuck up. Do your history. Do your history. What did academics tell you when you confronted him? Go watch it. The episode is up. I'm gonna have to link it on our channel. But he was trying to like dance around it, but I wasn't letting him dance around it. I was like, I basically told him, stop capping, bro. You know you played a part in that, blah, blah, blah. You know, he said he was You just got to go watch it because I got to go watch it to refresh my memory on exactly what he said. But he said something along the lines of he didn't know it was going to have the impact that it had. He apologized, blah, blah, blah. He did not know. Whatever the fuck he said, right? He took ownership of it. He don't deny it. But you got to go watch the episode. Straight up. Oh, yeah, I definitely stay woke. I definitely stay woke. Definitely stay woke. You said, so why don't they sell horchata in Africa? I don't know. You got to go fly to Africa and ask them. But horchata started in North Africa. You know what's in North Africa? Take a wild guess, bro. Horchata was in Africa before Spain. Horchata was in Egypt before Spain. Look that up. This is facts. See, what happens with the culture is, we ignore the origins and we only pay attention to popularity. See, you got to pay attention to the origins. You got to give credit where credit is due to the creators. Yes, you can give props to the people who popularized it and who introduced it to you, but you can't deny the facts of where it started from. So where it started from is Africa. Who's in Africa? That's where horchata came from. Then it went to Spain. Then, you know, it spread. And we know it from the Hispanics, right? We from LA, Mexico. We go to the taco stand. You get the taco, you get the burrito, you get the horchata. That's where we think it come from. But no. I've been to Egypt too. And just because you didn't see horchata doesn't mean it didn't originate there. Guess what? Black people invented country music. You don't see a lot of blacks in country music either, but that don't mean we didn't start it. If you go to a country concert, 9 times out of 10, you probably not going to see no black people. You would think white people started it, right? Because they adopted it and now they dominate it. But that doesn't mean we didn't create it because you don't see us over there. Straight up. Am I married to the mother of my kids? No, I don't believe in getting married in a courthouse. I don't call that shacking up either. You can't trick my mind into adopting somebody else's culture. We didn't get married in the courts. My people, we didn't go to courthouses to get married. See, what you don't know is when you get married the American way, you marry the government. You don't marry your wife. You marry the government. You don't marry your husband. Which is why when you want a divorce, what you got to do? You got to file paperwork and go to the courts. And the courts decide who gets what, who gets the house, how much time you get with your kids that you created that they don't have nothing to do with. Straight up. So no, I don't believe in getting married in the courts, bro. That's all I'm saying. I didn't say shit about a taco, bro. I said a horchata. I said horchata started in Africa. And then it went to Spain, gang. Straight the fuck up. Matter of fact, hold on. Since y'all don't want to believe me, where did horchata originate? Its roots is older than Spain, dating back to North Africa as far back as 2400 BC. This is AI telling you this. The Moors brought the drink to Spain during their rule. So if you don't know, here's another history lesson. Wise up, young. The Moors civilized Spain, right? They ruled Spain, the Moors. You know who the Moors were? Us. For 700 years. Europe, Spain, all of that. So the Moors, which was us, who were us, took the drink horchata to Spain. That's where they got introduced to it from. On the set. This is actual facts. Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find this picture for y'all. So y'all can see who the Moors are, right? Moor in a turban. Hold on. I'm trying to find this picture for y'all. Oh, here it is. Bang. Ha! Hold on. Let me blow this picture up for y'all. All right, now let me share my screen so y'all can see who the Moors were. Watch this. I'm gonna tell you who civilized Spain and Europe, right? Watch this. Watch this. Bingo. Moors. And you know what's crazy? How do I blow this? How do I blow this picture up? Let me blow this picture up. I'm trying to blow this one up. Damn. Who is that right there? Hold on. Let me see if I can blow it up. I forget the name of the Moor. Bingo. Now let me put my shit back up. Right there. That's who civilized Spain. That's who introduced horchata to the people. Now let me share this screen. That's where horchata came from. I don't care if it's different, bro. The origin started there. You could say it's different or whatever. The origin started there, and then shit get remixed. See, that's how it happens. Shit gets remixed. Shit starts one place, another place adopts it. They put their own twist on it, and that's how it happened. Hey, look, this shit funny. Somebody has sent me this shit and was like, bro, this look like you. Bro. I remember somebody sent me this shit years ago. It was like, nigga, this look like you. I gotta run the bloodline of who that is, cuz. Hey, you know they say we reincarnate. Let me find out I was royalty in the past life on the hood. Hey, faucet screen. I don't care if you don't believe every single thing that's on Google. This is a fact. I don't need you to believe Google. Hey, on the dead homies, Einstein was black for sure. Hey, Billy the Kid, who that look like? Bro. Who that look like? A nigga sent me this shit years ago. Said, hey, bro, you need to do your fucking lineage, your bloodline or something, because this nigga look just like you. Hold on, let me click the face. That shit crazy as hell. Bro, I was tripping when I seen this shit. A nigga sent me this. I never seen this shit in my life. On the day. Hey, why you think I'm so passionate about the people? Why you think I'm so passionate about this shit, bro? I couldn't even tell you why. I couldn't even understand it. I just was born this way. Then I seen the picture. I said on the dead homies, let me find out I done reincarnated. Let me find out I got some royalty bloodline over there in Europe somewhere. So I need to find out who that is. Hey, that's on Jesus Christ. That's not AI. On my kids. This is a famous painting, bro. You can look this up. There goes the artist right there. The artist is Carl Van the Third Mander. You could look this up, bro. It's not fucking AI. This picture been around before AI was ever even a thing to our knowledge. But straight up. On gang, I'm gonna have to buy that hat, bro. See, when I go to Europe, I need to find out who this is. I need to find out who is the living lineage, the living family. And I need to go do some research, bro. Straight up. Because that shit was crazy. Far away running the... listen, you could Google it. Google Moor in a turban. Straight the fuck up. That picture gonna pop up. You know they say energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It always circle back. So they be like, why are you so passionate about... Come on, cuz. It's in the nigga DNA. I got the spirit of the Moors in me. Bro. I can't make this up if I try. Hey, what's ignorant? Tell me what's ignorant on game. Hey, look, the further you go back in history, the darker it gets. Cuz said on Baby CJ, they look like you. Hey, on the set, I was like, cuz. Somebody sent me that shit like almost 10 years ago. Dead homies. Said, nigga, I just saw this picture on the internet, cuz. This shit look like you. I said, cuz, you lying. That nigga sent me that. I said, what the fuck? I said, never. That's when I had to start really thinking about that reincarnation shit. Hey, look, this is the cold thing. It don't matter what name you call us. It was us, bro. Whether you want to say the Moors, whether you want to say Indian, whether you want to say whatever. That's just a title. But minus the title, it's still us. It's just different titles. It's like different tribes. If you go to Africa, everybody's not the same tribe, bro. Everybody ain't the same tribe. But Indians was for sure niggas, though. Can I take back W Hellcat? Say I didn't mean it? Fuck no, I can't. Hell no. Do all Mexican gangs push NK in Long Beach? Pretty much. Pretty fucking much. For the most, yeah, for sure. The government supports your kids. That's why people don't marry. Does not make the man responsible. No, that's not why. You sound stupid as fuck. You sound dumb. You sound ignorant. The government don't support your fucking kids. The government actually technically owns your kids. Once you got that birth certificate and that social security number, they own your kids. Which is why CPS can come to your house and take your kids because they're not yours. They're property of the you-know-who. You said it's confirmed. Rick Rock made a video saying Smacc a rap. I don't give a fuck. Bro, what does that mean? Rick Rock is entitled to his opinion like everybody else. I don't got to agree with Rick Rock because he said it, bro. Wow, be serious. Blacks couldn't beat the... Bro, blacks, what are you talking about, my nigga? Get the fuck out of here. You ain't never seen a Viking, no nothing. If you don't knock it off... If you don't knock it off... This nigga said a Viking. Bro, if you don't get the fuck up out of here, bro... This nigga is crazy. Cuz said a Viking. You watch too much TV, bro. Straight the fuck up. Hey, B Queen sound crazy as fuck. B Queen, the agent. B Queen is a motherfucking agent. This nigga said Vikings, dead homies. What the fuck is Cuz talking about? This nigga. Cuz said a Viking. Somebody smack Cuz. This nigga here talking about Vikings. Nigga, only Vikings we recognize is the football team, bro. And they trash. So, yeah. You don't get the fuck up out of here. Somalians versus Vikings. Nigga, I got the Somalians. Nigga, Somalians gonna wipe the floor with the Vikings. My nigga, Africans domesticated hyenas, nigga. Do you know hyenas probably like the one animal that's untrainable and they trained them? Bro, them, y'all crazy. Niggas train lions. Like, bro, like, what are you talking about, bro? Why are you mad at me, bro? Your boss is the one spreading the video around and saying it too. My boss, bro, what? I don't give a, bro. First of all, if you talking about Adam spreading the video, Adam's not my boss. That's number one. You see this? I'm my own boss. Viral way. Viral way. This is my brand. This me right here. So I'm my own boss, number one. Adam's not my boss. That's number one. And if he is spreading the video, whoever you talking about, I don't give a fuck, bro. I got my own brain. I got my own mind. I have my own opinions. Just because somebody else has their own opinion don't mean I got to agree with them. If Compton Rick Rock feels like Smacc ratted, that's his right to feel that way. What I'm looking at is niggas got hit with a Rico, which means they were investigating for a very long time to get all the facts straight, to get all the information, which means they was already investigating before that video came out, before Smacc said what he said, or whatever, bro. But a nigga wanting to clean up his community, I don't think he's ratting. He didn't go tell on nobody. He didn't get nobody locked up. If you think Smack's video got somebody locked up, you're probably a fucking idiot. Straight the fuck up. You seen him with them things on the leash. Facts, bro. Niggas got hyenas on the leash like real dogs. How come there's a small number of blacks in the special forces? Okay, if you want to talk the military, let's talk the military. My dad was in one of them special forces. Do you know who always was the most successful? It just so you can go from the Air Force, you can go to whatever. The black squadrons always put in the most pain. They always put in the most work. They always was the most successful, bro. All across the board. Straight up. Oh, no, it definitely ain't Long Beach business. It definitely ain't the same business. It's internet business, though, because these niggas put it on the internet for sure. That shit public knowledge. So we ain't speaking on nothing that's not going on in the streets. And that's going on in the street, and we're not speaking on nothing that's not public already. Once it hit the internet and it's public, anybody in the world could talk about it because niggas put it on the internet. And the case is public because you could pull the article up right now and it's on every motherfucking website. The fucking president is talking about the shit. Y'all stay speaking on back on Fig. Actually, no, we don't. You might just be only paying attention when you hear back on Fig, but we actually don't always speak on back on Fig. Fuck is you talking about? You sound dumb as fuck. But just for the record, anything that hit the internet is public for everybody. So if you don't want people speaking on it, don't put that shit on the internet. Because once it hit the internet, it's over with. How come Rios hasn't brought the viral way to his podcast? See, you slipping. Rios did. We already been on Rios' podcast. And before Rios brought us on his podcast, we brought Rios on our podcast. Straight up. Smacc ain't do nothing, just bad timing. Exactly. It's just bad timing, bro. Exactly. That Rico, listen, if the Rico didn't hit and nobody went to jail, I guarantee you not one soul would be talking about that video of Smacc talking to the mayor. Not one soul would have gave a fuck. It just so happened that the video dropped when the Rico hit. So it was like terrible timing for Cub. So now, you know, the streets is illogical. They say, oh, Smacc the reason the feds came with a fucking Rico on Fig. On the pimping shit. Smacc is the reason Donald Trump said he's keying in on the pimping. Nobody's actually thinking and going, you know what? The Olympics are coming in 2028. Maybe they just trying to clean the streets up for the tourists to feel safe so they can make and maximize their profits and make a lot of money. Nobody's thinking that. You said, are me and Wack 100 good now, or am I still avoiding them? When was I ever avoiding Wack? When was I ever avoiding Wack? We had Wack on the show and did a whole 2-hour interview with Wack. When the fuck was we avoiding Wack? What are you talking about, bro? We never was avoiding Wack. Fuck is you talking about? Wack just texted me the other day. Look at all these narratives. Y'all random, blah, blah, blah. But y'all call 1090 Jake a rat, though. 1090 Jake is on paperwork. To my knowledge, 1090 Jake is actually on paperwork. But I don't even speak on 1090 Jake. So when you say y'all, you got to be specific who you're talking about. Fed started investigating in 2021 according to documents. Exactly, bro. All you got to do is read. All you got to do is read. Nigga be mad at everybody in the world except for the niggas who doing this shit. And the fact that niggas got picked up for pimping minors, if you mad about that, I'm questioning you because you a weirdo. No nigga in the streets co-signs anything to do with minors, bro. You got any charges with minors, you're not allowed to walk the main line, bro. Straight up. Before the 50-50 yard and all that, I'm talking about any yard that's just straight solid, you cannot walk the main line. You got charges with minors on it, you out of here, bro. Straight the fuck up. Y'all do the same shit to Whack 100 too. What we do to Whack 100? Talk about it. Hey, if you did anything with a minor, you deserve football numbers. It ain't no sympathy. How come you didn't press Jalise? Press Jalise about what? I politic with Jalise every time we up there. So press Jalise about what? What you talking about, bro? I got no sympathy for no nigga who get cracked any charges with any minors, bro. It's fuck you. You are no longer a part of the organization. And we need to get you up out of here, straight up. So I don't know what the fuck niggas talking about. That's how it's supposed to be. So P4k can't walk the main line? I don't think so. If he got any charges with some minors, hell no. How the fuck you gonna walk the main line? You gotta register as a sex offender, bro. You can't be no sex offender walking the main line. You're out of here. The viral way pick and choose. We definitely don't pick and choose. We one of the only ones in this shit that don't pick and choose. You're not walking no main line. Ain't no homies walking the main line with you once you got them charges on you, bro. Niggas, you got to think. Niggas in prison got daughters. Niggas in prison got nieces. Niggas got little sisters. You think niggas finna co-sign you pimping a 14-year-old? You crazy as fuck. Can you guys salute Brick Baby? His paperwork dropped and he kept it solid. What am I saluting? I salute anybody who kept it solid for what they did. I salute anybody who did what they did and kept it solid and took the punishment that come with it. Anybody. But I'm not saluting you for doing dumb shit. I'm not saluting you for catching a case. I'm not saluting you for getting taken away from your kids. That's nothing to salute. You niggas salute the wrong shit. I'm saluting the niggas who free, who doing it the right way, and who's better in their community, who's being there for their kids. I'm not saluting you for doing loser shit, gang. Like, no. Y'all get shit fucked up. But yeah, if you do something, you're supposed to do that. You don't get saluted, my nigga. That's what you're supposed to do once you sign up for this lifestyle. Once you sign up for the streets, you get cracked, you're supposed to take whatever come with that. You don't really supposed to get saluted for that, gang. Like, that's what you signed up to do. That's your job. When you go to work, nigga, you don't get saluted for doing your job at work, right? You get paid every 2 weeks or every week or every day, however you get paid. You don't get saluted for that. That's your job. But y'all niggas look up to the wrong shit, bro. I don't look up to lose, like, bro, I don't look up to that shit. No jumper likes and Hefe because he's respected in the streets and don't fall for bullshit. Plus, he did a lot of time. That's possibly so. And Hefe's not real combative either, though. He don't really have a lot of controversial takes. So I think that's why they more so fuck with him. So does pimping a minor put you in the same category as a chomo? You can be a sex offender just for peeing outside. What's the boundaries? Bro, a nigga not going to look at you like, oh, you peed outside, you a sex offender. Nobody in their right mind is going to think that. Pimping a minor, you the same as a chomo, nigga. Fuck are you talking about? You're pimping a minor. Yes, you're the same. Yes, you need some treatment. Straight up. That's the line. Brandon said you're a trust fund baby. That's why you got your money. Brandon never told you that. I can bang that he never told you that. The fuck are you talking about? I can almost bang that he never, ever told you that. I got my money by working hard, nigga. I got my money by working hard. Working harder and smarter. Mind you, I've been to prison. Mind you, I got a felony, so it ain't no excuses. So when niggas be out here crying with these sob stories, I don't give a fuck. I don't got no sympathy. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear shit, bro, because I did it. I got out with $200 gate money. And half of that went to a Greyhound bus ticket. I didn't even get picked up from prison. Nigga, I took a motherfucking Greyhound bus home. Nigga, I could tell you, I went to the gas station, bought a bag of hot Cheetos, nigga, and a Gatorade, and a Greyhound bus ticket. Half my $200 gate money was gone. The other $100 I had left, I bought an outfit. And I made it to where I'm at now from there. So I don't want to hear no excuses from no nigga about nothing in life. Oh, no, I definitely don't got to explain. For sure, I ain't got to explain. This more so giving the motivation to the viral gang, the ones I fuck with. Not explaining to no troll. I'm trying to give niggas motivation because I got a lot of niggas with felonies who tap in and they be wanting to give up. And I'm telling y'all, don't, because you got it easier than me because now you got the internet, nigga. You can get out and just tell your experiences in jail and go viral because people love to hear that. On the set, it wasn't no internet podcast for me when I got out. You can get out and just talk about all the fights you had for extra. You got the who's. Them niggas is in jail going viral, just talking about the politics. So it's like, it ain't no excuse, bro. I didn't say how I got it like nothing. I didn't say I got it like nothing, bro. I don't even discuss my pockets. Because it don't matter how much money you got, it's somebody who got more money than you. You got that gate money twice, dead homies, fool. I don't never want to get that gate money again. I'm insane, never. I don't never want to get that gate money again. Fuck that gate money. They can keep that shit. Dead homies. They can keep that 200. Hey, look, it ain't no excuse for no nigga, bro. You can get out of jail. You can Uber. You can do Uber Eats, nigga. You can get online, start a YouTube page, get money through AdSense, through Lot. Bro, it's so many fucking ways to get money now. Hey, space-time continuum. Tell me what we ever picked and choosed on. Go ahead. You got, matter of fact, I'm going to put the link. You got the floor, though. But tell us what we pick and choose on, bro. Because you can't make blanket statements without facts. Do I respect Adam since he turned $100 to $3 million? I respect anybody who found out a way to make $1 million, you got to tip your hat. You got to tip your hat to anybody who found out a way to make $1 million. Yeah, it's no excuses for nothing, bro. Listen, as a man, period, it ain't no excuses as a man at all anyways. That's outside of all the ways you can make money today, right? Just you being a man, a male in society, it ain't no excuses. Now, that don't mean it's not obstacles. That don't mean it's not systemic obstacles put in place for you to fail. That don't mean that. Two things can be true at once. Yes, there's obstacles. No, it might not be easy for everybody, but it can be easy though. But it ain't no excuses regardless. All I'm saying is change your mindset. We got to stop telling ourselves it's not going to be easy because that's the energy we put out in the world and then we make it hard for ourselves. No, start saying it's easy because it can be. But it ain't no excuses, cuz. Get off your ass. I don't want to hear no fucking complaining. I don't want to hear no crying. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Get off your ass and make a way and make it happen like everybody else got to do. Straight the fuck up, period. I don't care what you're doing to do it. Make it happen, though. That's the end goal, is to make it happen. You said you came across my channel. Maybe I got to watch more. I like some of your topics. Hey, for sure, bro. If you just, bro, man, listen, we got topics for days, bro. You got to go back. We one of the ones they didn't want to fuck with because we keep it so unbiased. We get so much hate because we keep it unbiased. We don't pick and choose. Listen, bro. We don't pick and choose with each other. We keep it down the middle with each other, nigga. If one of us doing bullshit, we call each other out on the show. So why would we pick and choose with outsiders? That don't even make sense. Oh, they always gonna ask the Fed questions. But you went down for a robbery. Oh yeah, okay, you been tapped in for sure. Hey, I was young, getting it how I live, fool. I was a young nigga getting it how I live. Almighty Suspect going on Haters World podcast. See, that's crazy. For what? Would I do a pod with 607 Unc? Yeah, I would. I was supposed to. Wack called us. He wanted us to host and mediate the 4Extra and 607 Unc sit down that was supposed to happen at No Jumper. This before 4Extra blew his hand off. So they was going to sit down. Wack was going to be there, and then he called us. So we was going to be there. And then I guess 4Extra blew his hand off. All the shit went bad. It didn't happen. Unc left. He went left, started his own shit. It just never happened. Then I tapped in with 607 Unc people. I thought I was talking to 607 Unc, but I think I was talking to his manager or some shit. And, you know, I don't put niggas' business on Front Street, but the what they told to us, we didn't agree with it, so it didn't happen. But we invited him on the show. Yeah, like mediate. He wanted us to be the voice of reason in the conversation, right? So at first, bro wasn't feeling it because he was like, "Cuz, that's 40 Crip business. We from Long Beach, bro. We from Insane. We ain't got nothing to do with that." He was like, "No, this ain't about no gangbang shit. It's like y'all come from the streets, but y'all transition. Y'all come from the streets, but y'all not dumb. Y'all come from the streets, but y'all know how to articulate yourself. And y'all keep it 100 straight down the middle." So that's why he wanted us to sit in, because he like, y'all gonna call it down the middle. Y'all not gonna hold no punches, and y'all not scary. Y'all not scared. A lot of niggas who work there, he felt like, I ain't gonna say he felt like, don't be calling shit down the middle, right? Or they may be intimidated. So he like, y'all not gonna be intimidated, and y'all gonna call it down the middle. So it was a good idea, if you ask me. Hella off topic. What you think about P Nice getting politicked on by the Hoovers for fucking with 4Extra? I really ain't even speak about that, because to me that's like set business and shit, even though it made it to the internet. But I'll take it off of P Nice. I'll take it off of P Nice, and I'll just use a blanket statement. Like, for anybody, if you from the streets and you fuck with a certain community, if you go fuck with they ops, that's your right to do so. But don't expect them to embrace you either, though. Especially if this is an active op, right? So let's say I like to use Nipsey as an example. Nipsey was from 6-0, but Nipsey wasn't actively gangbanging. Nipsey wasn't actively dissing people. So if you was an op to 60s, I don't believe your neighborhood would look at you any type of way if you did a song with Nipsey or you fucked with Nipsey, because Nipsey was trying to change the narrative. Nipsey wasn't active. I think it's a difference between linking up with active members who still be dissing the other side, who still active in the streets, who still fighting or doing whatever they're doing, versus somebody who from the other side, but now they transition. Like, let's say if you sit down and do a podcast with Brick Baby, or you sit down and you do a podcast with Munchie B, I think it's different. Because if you active, bro, that's bad for politics. That's bad for politics. So taking P Nice out of it, you can't be mad at the reaction to it. especially if these people is your allies, right? And then the person you with is actively disrespecting your allies. Of course they're gonna feel away if you over there with them. Anybody would. That go for any situation. You got to look at it. Take U.S. politics. The U.S. has allies, and we have enemies. So if your ally is clicking up with your enemy, the United States government is going to draw a line on you now. Because like, wait a minute, we supposed to be locked in. What you doing over there with them? Are you conspiring on us now? So you got to always look at it that way. It's always going to be a sticky situation. Because me personally, if I feel you playing the other side of the fence and I can't figure it out, I'm going to just push you on the other side. And to keep myself safe, right? That's the best thing you could do. And that go for any situation. Even though you may not be active no more, or, you know, your mindset changed, you still got to realize you still from somewhere. It's still politics involved. So you still got to be mindful of how you moving. Yeah, Nipsey was banging in the beginning. He definitely changed up towards the end. You say now play devil's advocate. Yeah, you got to judge a person by their intentions for sure. Definitely. See, I'm not opposed to people working with people from the opposition or the opposite side, as long as they're not actively gang banging and dissing and doing their stuff on the ops, right? Delusional. What's delusional? Tell me what's delusional, gang. You tell me what's delusional. Because everybody from every hood got a homie from the ops. If they say they don't, they lying, or they never was really in this shit. Everybody from every hood got somebody that they talk to or deal with from the ops. Wasn't Nip trying to make a song with Schoolboy? Yeah, for sure. He was. He definitely was. Matter of fact, he walked in on Schoolboy at the radio station, shook his hand and all that. Schoolboy said he regretted not making a song with him. He was back on Fig with King Twy. Yep. Do I got cousins from 20s? No. Do I not got homies and niggas I know from 20s? Yes. I went to school with 20s. I had neighbors that was 20s. For sure. He really think that's him, let alone a relative. Who? Most people got family from the ops. Yeah, for sure. See, my family, all my family mainly is down south. I got all my families mainly like down south and in Chicago. Mom's is from Chicago. Pops is from down south. So all my family's from the rack and down south. What did I lose you on? You got to tell me what I lost you on. This is why I be explaining shit, because niggas get lost in the sauce. Is Brandon really from 20s? Brandon don't gangbang, bro. Was he from 20s? He says he was. So you got to ask Brandon. Did I run into Brandon in the streets when he said he was from 20s? Never in my life. Never in my life. Like the 20s I knew, I didn't know Brandon at all. But I have seen 20s say he was. Or they know him. Or they know his family. Did I know him as a reputable 20? No. Did I know him as a gangbanger? No. I met Brandon as a Pan-Africanist. I didn't know that nigga was from 20s ever until he said it. Did I know him for being in the streets doing anything? No, never. I didn't know Brandon in high school, bro. I met Brandon as a full-blown Pan-African adult. Talk about Rowdy Rebel escaping the hood. I don't know. Rowdy Rebel in the county, ain't he? Did he bail out? If so, he got a lot of fades. He might be high power, though. Do I respect Brandon's crippin'? I don't know Brandon's crippin', bro. I don't know his cripping, bro. I can't respect something I don't know. I never seen him cripping before. I never had any involvement in the streets with Brandon at all. When I met Brandon, I knew him as a Pan-Africanist. That's it. That's all. I don't know the 20 Crip Brandon at all, bro. No, we never knew each other growing up. I said this 1,000 times. I met Brandon as an adult. I met Brandon through a third party. I met Brandon through somebody I grew up with. I met Brandon through the homie I was in high school with. I told you they had some community shit going on in Long Beach. They were starting a group. Like, we gonna help the community, we gonna do this, we gonna do that, we gonna try to get into politics. He like, we having a meeting. Pull up. He gave me Brandon's address. I pulled up. That's where I met him at. We definitely didn't grow up together though. Oh, he bailed out? Okay. He got lucky then. You and Tab Third went to high school together, and can you say he's a solid one? I didn't go to high school with Tab Third. I'm older than Tab Third. I'm older than Tab Third. Me and Tab Third couldn't have went to high school just because of the age gap. Tab Third solid though. He's solid with me. Everybody gonna have their own story, their own dealings with people. Tab Third ain't never did no bullshit to me or with me. So to me, Tab Third is solid. No matter who don't like him. For me, he's solid. You know, they be wanting to know. Shout out to Long Beach for exposing no jumper Karens. And they be mad as hell in that chat, boy. They be mad as a motherfucker. They is Karens for sure. Shout out to Brandon. You don't want to hear no more karate shit. That shit funny as hell. I told him too. I told Brandon. I said, stop inviting that energy, because that energy gonna come your way, bro. Go watch the episodes, bro. I told that man. I said, bro, you got to stop with this. I'm fading anybody and everybody shit. I told that nigga right there on that couch. Matter of fact, I told him the last episode we was on. I told him the last episode we was on, bro. Stop doing that shit. Hey, Riri, you know they want to know bad. Did Tay get? I never heard of that happening. I never heard of that. Would I make a song with P-Face? Hell no. Nah. Fuck P-Face. Nigga said enough, damn. Yo, my nigga said enough. God damn. Yo. Brandon said Adam sabotaged his podcasting career. I don't know. That nigga crazy. Can't nobody sabotage your podcasting career but you. You are in full control of your podcasting career. God gonna humble you. The universe will find a way to see. This is the thing. I don't even think the universe gonna humble you. I just think the energy you put out is gonna come your way. And when it come your way, you better be able to handle it if you're gonna pop shit. That's why I'm like, listen, bro, you got to stop saying that shit, because one day that shit going to come knocking at your door. And it came knocking at the door. Niggas writing biographies. Why are you putting that on Smacc? I'm not putting that on Smacc, dumbass. I'm asking a question. That's the narrative on the internet. If you would have clicked in like a reasonable person and asked a question instead of being a bitch, you would have found out that I said Smacc is not snitching. I agreed with Smacc. I said Smacc was doing community revolution in progress. You dumb fuck. You say he got dropped twice. He said he slipped. Hey, that shit hilarious. Them niggas said enough. God damn, bro. Billy Cam up. Shout out to Smacc. Do y'all be watching the Cartier Family? Nah, I don't. They black and talk down about blacks bad. Or fuck them niggas. Hey, look, this is what niggas do, right? There's no, see, I'm gonna put it this way. There's no money in helping the black community. There's no praise. and there's no money in helping the black community. You know where the money is? Shitting on the black community. There's money in shitting on the black community. So if you ever notice, a lot of the so-called African or I ain't gonna say African, black leaders, all they do is point out the problems in the black community. They don't provide solutions. All they do is point out the problems, because everybody in the world gonna say, oh yeah, that's true. That's what blacks be doing. See, that's the motherfucking problem. Even blacks gonna do it. That's where the money is. That's what Charleston White does. That's what all these niggas do. Just sit back and peep it. Just sit back and peep. You got to be wary of the niggas who only point out the problems but never provide solutions. You know why? Because there's no money in the solutions. Malcolm X died broke. Martin Luther King died broke. Fred Hampton died broke. All of our black activists, even Tupac, damn near died broke. Everybody who ever spoke up with any type of solution for niggas, the black community gonna hate you. The world gonna hate you. And there's no money in it. It's a thankless job. So the grift is just point out everything wrong with niggas. The world gonna agree. You're gonna go viral because everybody gonna say, oh, yeah, that's what niggas be doing. Niggas bullshit. We need to stop it. And they gonna pay you. That's all these niggas do. That's what white community want to hear. That's what all the racists want to hear. That's why I used to be on Brandon Ash. And I'm like, cuz, you got all this criticism for niggas. What's the solution? Don't say voting. Voting not the motherfucking solution. Exactly. You see niggas agreeing with Nick Fuentes. Like, y'all niggas weirdos. That's what he does. That's what Nick Fuentes does. Nick Fuentes just points out all the problems with the black community. And everybody goes, see, nah, Pac died broke, gang. Somebody had told, I didn't believe it, fool. I looked up his net worth. How much, what was Tupac's net worth when he was dead? I was shocked, bro. Pac had about 100,000 to 200,000 when he died. As the #1 rapper in the world, that's broke. Yeah, bro, they desensitized to the scam community. It's so easy to scam the black community, bro. See, we like to trauma bond as people. We like to trauma bond, right? So the funniest comedians is what? They talk about the problems going on in the black community, right? Because we can relate to it. So it's funny. We find humor in it. That's how we get over the shit. No different than the people who grift. They just point out the problems with the black community, and everybody agrees because it's all something we've been through. Yeah, Pac was worth about 100 to 200,000 when he died, bro. I didn't believe it. I looked it up, and it was facts. How come I called Smacc stupid on live yesterday? Come on, bro. I mean, it's just a fact. I didn't even say stupid. I think I said ignorant. I said ignorant, and I said something else. I don't think I said the word stupid. If he would have stayed with his Bay folks, he would have been alive today. I heard Death Row was worth $1 billion. Yeah, Death Row was worth something crazy. But a lot of them niggas was getting robbed for their money. I disagree. Everyone has the same opportunities in the U.S. Well, then you don't know, you don't understand systemic racism. You don't understand the real battle, because that's not a true statement. Everybody don't have the same opportunities. They make it seem so, but everybody don't, bro. Dave Chappelle most loved skit in America are the most racist ones. That's all I'm saying, bro. Y'all young niggas weird. Who the young niggas and who weird? Cali G Money. Who the young niggas and who weird? Pac should have stayed in Harlem, Baltimore, whatever. No, Pac should have stayed the fuck out of gang banging. That's what Pac should have did. Pac should have never rushed Orlando at the casino. Pac should have stopped. Exactly, redlining. They don't know about redlining. They don't know how they purposely ran freeways through our neighborhoods. They don't know about that. They don't know how banks literally rob the communities by having black people invest in businesses or invest and put their money in the bank, and then the bank say, oh, we went belly up, we went broke. Sorry, your money's gone. It's not insured. They don't know about this type of shit. We talk about it on the show, but there's no money in that either. Why you think 19 Key? I just seen the video of 19 Keys getting frustrated. He was like, man, I don't know why the fuck I'm dropping all this game, trying to tell y'all about XYZ. Y'all don't care about this shit. Y'all just want to get some money, be entertained, and live life stress-free. And he was right. He was right, bro. Do I think Adam is threatened by intelligent black men? I personally think Adam has become a slave to his viewers, right? Because his viewers dictate the views, which dictates the money. So if the viewers are upset and the viewership drops, the money drops. So I just think Adam is just straight business across the board. He don't give a fuck about anybody or what nobody got going on or nothing. He just care about the business, right? Just a businessman. The numbers make sense. It makes sense to him. That's what I honestly think. If intelligent black men would run the views up, guess what? You would start seeing intelligent black men. The thing is, that runs the views down over there. Trying to be intelligent and articulate runs the views down over there. So that's why you don't see it much. Crashing out, doing stupid shit runs the views up. That's why you see more of that. So you can't even get mad at Adam. You got to get mad at the viewers because that's what they want to see. Yes, Pac stood on business, but he did get involved in gang banging, bro. That's not false, nigga. Bro, that's not false. Orlando was a gangbanger, a gang member. The fight that happened at the casino in Vegas was behind some gang shit. It was behind gang shit. When Pac rushed Orlando in the casino, he involved himself in some gang shit. Adam don't like being challenged and called out on his bullshit. I mean, I could agree with that. I don't think he liked being challenged, but you got to read the 48 laws of power. What owner of any business likes being called out by the employees? You can't go to work and call your boss out. Adam is no different. He's their bosses. So as the boss, what the fuck it look like your employees calling you out? Nigga, I employ you. You don't call me out. I'm the fucking boss. Yeah, Orlando was a gunner. Yeah, our way we show up, we start showing what the truth is, cuz that's just what it is. Bro, death row was gang business, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? That was gang business. Yes, the death row chains was getting snatched, but it was behind some gang shit. Gang members were putting all the shit you heard about death row. That was gang shit, bro. Death row just so happened to be a record label, but it was gang shit behind it. Is Adam involved with gang banging? No. Does Adam employ gang bangers and they bring gang business up there? Yes. But when Adam leaves no jumper, you think he's going to the set? No. Niggas don't even talk to Adam outside the studio. He goes back to his $1 million mansion or wherever he lived and he enjoys his life. Yeah, niggas just talking, gang. All he want to show is the degenerate part of the culture. Well, you got to realize, bro, the audience loves the degenerate part of our culture. That's why I always call that audience out, because you got to look at the demographic of the audience. They don't want to hear about black history, or not even black history. When you start talking about black empowerment or ways to better the black community and the black culture, they start leaving comments like, oh, this ain't history class. We don't want to hear black history. We don't want to blah, blah, blah. So the views drop. So naturally, as a businessman, you're going to do what make the views go up. So niggas can't even be mad. Gang life will put you in jail or dead. Fact, that's the only place you're going to end up. But the audience ain't all niggas. Exactly. The audience, we know who the audience is already, bro. We know who the majority is. Pac was a revolutionary, not a gangbanger. You know, Pac started a revolutionary and he started getting involved in gang shit. Pac did like every celebrity does when they come to LA. They start getting involved in gang shit that they ain't got no business getting involved in. That's just straight up. You got family that don't bang. If they back you up, that means they gang banging. Viral did time in jail, so I know he had him a lady boy or two. You funny as hell. Half the viewers be niggas from Idaho. Exactly, bro. A label down south with a vest in the square portrays street life well. Exactly. That's a fact. That's a super fact. We all know this. Tupac started that trend. When you go to No Jumper building, are you always weary since so many gangs pop up there? Yeah, I'm weary anywhere I go. It don't matter where I go. I'm weary. Not even gonna say weary. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm cautious anywhere in the world that I go. I go to the gym. I'm aware. I'm cautious. I go to work. I'm aware. I'm cautious. Anywhere I go, I'm aware and I'm cautious. That's just me, bro. I'm aware and I'm cautious. Rappers going to LA to get put on. Yeah, craziest shit in the world. Get rich and then get put on. I don't understand it. Stupid to me, but hey. So what you going to do to keep your numbers up since you're not playing the same game Adam playing? We strategize that every day, bro. We strategize that every day. I had to really sit down and question, like, damn, cuz we sitting here being a voice for the culture, being unbiased, speaking the truth. We representing black men in a good light. We're being respectable. We ain't crashing out. And then it's like, is the shit really paying off? If the numbers don't go up, if they don't support it, should we start going crazy and doing this and that? Where you coming from? Huh? Making hats. Where the Clico? No. Where the Clico? Huh? You drank Clico? Wow. Wow. All that sober living talk, huh?
Yes, sir.
You be out here perpetrating. Yep. You should do street interviews talking your shit. Hey, on game, bro, we just gonna start bringing homies on and turning up. Joe Rogan talks about smart black people. He gets more views than Adam, so your statement is incorrect. Okay, let's talk about Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan has the biggest podcast deal in the game. What viewers don't know about podcast deals, and when you get these deals from these companies, that comes with promotion. So what happens is they invest all of this money into Joe Rogan. They need to get double, triple, quadruple back of what they gave him. So they guarantee he gets numbers. This is why when Joe Rogan drops a podcast, it goes to 1 million views in about 10 minutes. That's not organic. That's the machine. That's the machine working. This is why, let's say you on Twitter or something, you see his clips even if you don't follow his content. You know why? Because the company has resources. So the company puts certain amount of money and they reach out to Twitter, boom, make sure Joe Rogan gets seen by this many people. We need this many impressions every single day on this content. They reach out to YouTube, boom, make sure this content is maximized in the algorithm. It needs to be seen by everybody. Boom. Same thing on Facebook. Boom. Same thing on every social media site. On top of that, they got the money and the budget to have unlimited clippers. You know what a clipper is? They take your long format content, They chop it up into viral clips. So boom, now they got the clippers taking the 4 or 5 hour interview. They take the most viral parts and then boom, they send that to every platform. So now you just scrolling and you run across, oh shit, Joe Rogan clip. Oh shit, Joe Rogan clip. Oh, this is not organic growth that you see. And I'm not hating. I'm just telling you the business behind the scenes. When you see platforms like ours or anybody that's doing it independent on their own, that don't have the promotion budgets, that don't have clippers, they don't have the connections with the platforms, this is why you see the numbers that you see. It's because these are organic numbers, and we got to fight against the algorithm. So a Joe Rogan doesn't have to fight the algorithm. Joe Rogan is the algorithm. Why? Because the company backing Joe Rogan own and run the algorithm. So we got to fight the algorithm. So when the algorithm change, we got to figure out ways to get the content pushed into the algorithm organically with no help. Joe Rogan don't got to do shit. He just got to record and the company do the rest. That's the difference, bro. Good looking, Akita. We appreciate you putting the homies up on game. No, I crashed the goofy Bo Jackman for what he did and what he said. Not to make the numbers go up, for what he said. And you know what? The type of content we do, a lot of it goes against agendas that's being pushed. When you do that, guess what? They squeeze you out of the algorithm. So let's say, what are we at? How many subscribers we got right now? I'm gonna go look. We got 23,000 subscribers right now. Do you know probably majority of them don't get notifications that we drop new content? Do you know that we were shadow banned for the longest? Do you know we got a strike on our channel for talking about the COVID vaccine? So all of these things suppresses your numbers. Not only that, when you don't talk about stupid shit or degenerate shit or drama, they suppress it. I know this because I tested. Whenever I crash out on somebody, the views go up. The followers start to be able to see it. It goes into the algorithm. When we do like Battle of the Sexes, females come on, they argue, they go crazy, they storm off the thing. The algorithm pushes that, it goes viral. When we start talking about politics or raging against the machine or, just all the woke shit, they don't like to spread that. The viewers don't understand this though. This is why Adam and the even Joe, I'm even gonna use just Adam, even Joe Budden, bro. Joe Budden will not talk about certain topics. You notice that? It's certain topics he will not talk about. He refuses. You know why? Because he has a deal. And the people that's paying him don't want him talking about that type of shit. So even Joe Budden, bro, they spread his content. They make sure he gets views. You know why? I'm endorsing you. I'm paying you. I have to make money off your product. So I'm going to guarantee that you get these many views, because if you get these many views, that guarantees I get double and triple my money back. When you're independent, there's nobody behind you to guarantee that. You got to get out here and get it out the mud on your own. See, you got to think. Look at the type of shit Joe Budden was talking about when he was a rapper. Look at his character when he was a rapper. It's the total opposite of what he is now as a podcaster. Y'all got to start thinking about why. Record companies used to do the same thing. If you my artist, I gave you $1 million for a record deal, I need at least 3-4 million back off every million I give you. So when we put your album in the store, I'm going to guarantee that you go platinum. You know how I'm going to guarantee it? We're going to buy your fucking albums. We're going to inflate your fucking numbers. They do it now, and it's easier to do now because now they don't got to buy the albums. Now they just have to stream it. So I'm going to put your song out, and I'm going to guarantee it gets X amount of radio spins every day. You know why? Because we're going to send some money to the radio station. Hey, my artists, they got to get spin 200 times a day. I need my artist song to play 200 times a day, every fucking day, which is why you only hear the same certain songs on the radio. Boom. Now, not only that, we're going to inflate the streams. We're going to have bots. This is why Drake is suing UMG, by the way, which is crazy because they used to do the same thing for him, but now that it's working against him, he's mad. So we're going to have a warehouse with unlimited cell phones and laptops and all type of shit streaming the song 24 hours around the clock. That's why the numbers you see don't be real. See this? This is a stream farm. This is a small example. So this is what they do. They have warehouses full of these, and they just stream 24/7. See that? So when you see platforms like ours, and you go, the views are low. Why are your views so low? What you don't realize is our views are real. These are real people. When you see these other platforms and they got millions and millions and millions of views, just look at the content. I mean, look at the comment section. How do you have so many views but so little comments? How does a video with 1 million views only have 300 comments? That don't make no fucking sense. Our views make sense because our views come from real people, real subscribers, and they limit the reach to your subscribers. You probably only reach about 10% of your subscribers. It's the same thing on Instagram. Instagram only shows your content to 10% of your subscribers. If you want your followers, if you want your content being seen by more followers, you have to buy ads, bro. Nigga got 5 million views and 95 comments. And 95 of the comments be 90 of them be bots talking about, oh, it's a beautiful day. This content is so like what? Because the comment don't even make sense based on what the content is. So look, bro, stream farms. And yes, you're right. They're way more advanced than this now. But this is just an example. Look, bro, these are the people you be arguing with. It's called dead internet theory. 60% of the profiles online are not real people. They're bots. They literally got rooms full of people. This is their job, to argue and piss you off, to say racist shit, and to get people interacting and going crazy. So half the time you be arguing with people that work here. So when people talk about the views, look.
Chinese influencer streams to hundreds of phones, but why? It's a common practice in China to stream ads as they showcase many products at the time, and many thought that they used the phones to watch their own streams to boost viewership, but that's not true. All of these devices are actually...
Exactly, bro. Dead internet theory. So when people see our views, they go, oh, the viral way don't get views. No, the viral way might be one of the few getting real views. And we ain't going to talk about how they're buying live views. You go to these lives, they got 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people in the live, but it's the same 20 people in the comments. You know why? They bought the fucking views. They bought the views to make the live look like it's cracking. No, we real over here. This 225 people you see, that's real 225 people. How in the fuck can you have 7,000 people in the live stream and I see the same 20 people leaving comments? Bro, that's not even possible. it should be at least 500 people leaving comments. You got 6,000 in the live? Why do I see the same 20? You got to think about this, bro. They're buying views to make it look like the platform is doing better than it is, but it's not. I know this because I'm in it and I see what's going behind the scenes. So this is why I don't care about the views, because I know our views are real. Our views are earned. Our subscribers are earned, nigga. Our 23,000 is earned from the dirt, from the ground up. No bots. So shout out to the viral game. We getting it out the mud for real. Look, they getting advanced with the shit. They're not even putting the cell phones no more. They just put in the fucking the shit inside the cell phone, the fucking whole main database, the whole main, they putting those to have more room to put more. Because when they was using the phones, they running out of room. So fuck it, we just gonna put the little microchips, hook that up, and we gonna do it that way. Bro, I'm telling you. This is facts. So when you see us on academics, we did that from the ground up. When you see us with Trap Lord Ross doing documentaries, we got there from the ground up. When you see us on the No Jumpers, we did that from the ground up. You got to think, who are the biggest platforms on the West Coast? Where did you first hear about them at? You got to think of, like, let's think about this. The biggest platforms outside of No Jumper, where did they come from? They came through the No Jumper circuit, right? We probably the only platform that gets mentioned with No Jumper, with Back on Fig, with Fig Community, with every Apollo that don't have no industry connects. So we not tied to TDE or nothing like that. We didn't get co-signed from them. We didn't start on No Jumper. We got co-signed by No Jumper after we built our own motion from the ground up. You got to remember that. We came out of nowhere. We came out of nowhere, bro. 0 subscribers, 0 everything, bro. 0. This is an actual fact. I wish I could show y'all. Bro, I still remember when we had like 5 followers. It was me, my girl, bro. You feel me? I still remember that. You got to remember, we came from nowhere, from the ground zero, bro. Yeah, shout out to Apollo. That's ganging them. We fuck with Apollo. We've been on Apollo before. Shout out to Apollo. Apollo is tied to TDE, though. Macwap used to DJ for TDE. They know them niggas. Smacc know Kendrick Lamar. Who, you got to really think, who really shouting out Viral Way? For us to be making as much noise as we make, for us to get to where we got, who really shouted us out? For real. We had to shout ourselves out. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. I ain't asking for no sympathy or nothing, but I'm keeping it 100. We didn't have no boost up. We had to get the shit from the ground up, out the mud, nigga. This is a fact. I'm trying to find it. Damn, I'm trying to find this shit. So y'all can see how far niggas came on their own out the mud, not paying for no promo or nothing. So we gonna keep pushing though, but salute y'all. Yeah, we gotta go back and fuck with Apollo. That's ganging them. Definitely shout out Apollo. Definitely shout out Apollo. Like, bro, we came from nowhere to having our own studio to a fucking billboard in Times Square. Peace, bro. A Pacto commission with other dude who likewise in the same boat. Hey, Akita. Bro, do you know how long or how many times we reached out to niggas like, hey, bro, let's come together. We could be stronger together. We can get cracking faster together. Niggas didn't want to acknowledge us, bro. We didn't have enough motion. We didn't have enough followers. You feel me? Or they wanted to be the only ones cracking. They didn't want to share the spotlight out of fear of getting outshined. So it'd be a lot of politics behind the scene, fool. Damn, I wish I could find that shit. I'm trying to find it so y'all can see. But I don't do no capping in my rap. Yeah, business politics, bro. It's, man, listen, you'll be disgusted with a lot of niggas. If you knew what going on behind the scenes, you will be disgusted with a lot of niggas, bro. That's why, oh, look, here go one of them. Look, 6 posts, 222 followers. That was a little while ago. What's the 222 followers on Instagram, right? Let's see what we at now. Right now, we sitting at 37K on Instagram. All organic. All organic. But it was a time we only had 222. 222. Now we got 37,000. And that's without having celebrity shout outs. That's without promo. That's without anything. That's just grinding. Day in, day out, day in, day out, grinding. Straight up. I got to start posting on TikTok more too. Oh, by the way, I can't go live on Instagram either. They hating. Watch this. Your account is not eligible to go live. I cannot go live. Look, live on Instagram. So the 37,000 followers that we got on Instagram, normally when you go live on here, I'll be live on Instagram. So that's 37,000 people that could possibly be in this live right now with all 224 of y'all that we don't have access to because they blocked us from going live. Look, can't go live. On both my Instagrams, on both the Instagram. That's the podcast page, right? I'm going to go to the regular page. Can't go live there either. Can't go live there either. Can't go live for a year. Got banned from going live for a year. So they don't even allow us to have none of these 37,000 people get notified that we're live right now. Unless they just happen to look on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook, our followers don't even know we're live. I probably should start announcing it, but I just be going live randomly. Hold on, let me go to the TikTok. So y'all don't see this type of shit behind the scenes. Y'all don't see the type of grinding that we got to go through. Watch this. TikTok. Can't go live on TikTok. Now, I don't know if you can see that. Can't go live on TikTok. It says, you're no longer able to go live and join a live as a guest due to violations of our community. They banned me for life. Look, I submitted an appeal on TikTok. February 2nd, 2024. It says, under review, it will take about 24 hours to review your appeal. Result, we will notify you once we have an update. Never got an update. So I've been banned. We've been banned from going live on TikTok since 2024. And TikTok, bro, we was having like 50, 60,000 people on the live on TikTok. That's what really built our momentum up the fastest was TikTok. That's when we really started to go viral at on TikTok. That's why I really fell back from posting on TikTok. Look, They're not even upping the view count no more. But every day, I'm gonna show y'all I ain't capping. Every day we get notifications on this video, right? So this is one of the videos that went viral.
Let me be 100% brutally honest.
This was one of our first viral moments.
40?
Yeah.
You got a kid?
Arguing with old girl who was 40 with a kid, said she had a high value man and all that, right?
It's happening.
No, I'm gonna tell you what.
Nowadays.
It's sitting at 2.2 million views right now. But every day it gets thousands of new views, but they're not adding it to the view count. The view count stopped at 2.2 million. Here go another one. This is at 1.5 million views. They won't add to the view count. Here goes another one. This is at 860,000 views. Just talking about being sober.
I just hit a point where I'm like,
So we had a video just talking about not drinking no more at 860,000 views. So we was going over viral on TikTok. They started hating. First, we got banned for life. After getting banned for life, they started muting every video. So our own content, I upload a video, they will mute it and say copyright. How the fuck can you copyright my own voice? They said we were stealing our own content. So every video I was uploading, they were muting. You know why? Because we was talking about certain topics and shit. We was talking about certain topics and it was getting a lot of views and a lot of push. So they just, boom, cut the live. Boom, cut the views. Boom, start muting us. Boom, we got hit with a strike on YouTube. Boom, they shadow banned us on YouTube. So when people try to talk about the views being low, they don't start seeing this. They don't see this. They don't see this behind the scenes shit that's going on. How the fuck can you get banned from going live for life? Mind you, I put the appeal in February 2nd, 2024, 8:46 a.m. Look at that. Look where it says result. You see where it says result? Never gave us a result. Come on, gang. Niggas putting too much truth out there. But as long as we got y'all, we're going to keep pushing. So y'all share, like, subscribe to the channel. We fuck with everybody. You feel me? We fuck with everybody who fuck with us. Viral gang, viral way or no way. You feel me? We appreciate all the donations because it helps. Because they trying to shut us down. You feel me? So everybody who always leave a donation, shout out to y'all. If you ain't got the money to do so, just leave a like. Leave a like and leave a comment. It's 200 something people in here. This should have 200 something likes. Because that'll help us get out of the shadow ban and back into the algorithm. But for sure, they try to blackball the real niggas. So when we be saying what we be saying, we speaking facts. No cap. This why the other platforms, this is why they don't speak the truth. You can be mad at them, but you can't. Because when you do, this is the type of shit that happens. They blackball you. They start to try to slow your shit down. We got 37,000 subscribers on Instagram that we can't notify we on live right now. Hold on, let me go to TikTok. Where do we stop at on TikTok? On TikTok, we at 55,000. Almost 1 million likes. We was getting crazy motion on TikTok. TikTok is what had us viral. TikTok is where the celebrities was reposting our videos. The celebrities was in the comments, nigga. We had celebrities getting on the live with us on TikTok, nigga. They was getting on live with us in motherfucking Iraq, nigga. I can't make this up, fool. A nigga in a tent in Iraq got on the TikTok live with us. Matter of fact, damn, it was a hit song in the 80s. Dude was a famous singer from the 80s. He jumped on our TikTok. Our TikTok lives was booming, nigga, cracking. I can't make this up. So you got 37,000 people on Instagram that don't know we live. We got 55,000 people on TikTok that don't know we live. That's almost 100,000 of our supporters that don't know we live right now. And you gonna say they're not hating? Come on, gang. Dead homies. But shout out to everybody that's rocking with us, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. Viral way or no way. Y'all know what the going on by now, man. Viral gang. I'm out of here. Bang.